In Unix systems, the chmod command changes how a file can be used. It's short for change mode. Each file and folder has permissions controlling who can read, write, or run it. Permissions come in three types: read, R, write, W, and execute, X. Using the chmod command lets you adjust these permissions, allowing or blocking access to files and folders. Now, let's check out how to use the chmod command in Linux. The syntax for the chmod command is this: chmod, space options, space mode, space file name. First, we will look at various options for chmod. -R, it is used to apply the permission change recursively to all the files and directories within the specified directory. -v, it will display a message for each file that is processed, while indicating the permission change that was made. -c, it works same as -v, but in this case it only displays messages for files whose permission is changed. -f, it helps in avoiding display of error messages. -h is used to change the permissions of symbolic links instead of the files they point to. We'll discuss symbolic links later in this tutorial series. For now, consider it as a way to make one folder or file seem like it's in another place, even though it's really somewhere else on the computer. It's like a shortcut that helps the computer find things easily. Options in chmod are basically used for making changes in bulk and modifying permissions across multiple files or directories at once. The mode sets new permissions for files or folders. You can express this mode in different ways. We'll talk about two, symbolic and octal modes. Symbolic mode is a common way to set file permissions. You use a mix of letters and symbols to say what to do with permissions. Here are the operators you can use with symbolic mode. The plus symbol is used for set permissions, the minus symbol is used for removing permissions, and equals symbol is used to set the permissions to the specified values. In symbolic mode, R is used for read, W for write, and X for execute permissions. Along with these, we use some references: U for owner, G for group, O for others, and A for all. Keep this chart noted down somewhere so you can relate this with an example. chmod space U plus RW X space file name. If you compare with the chart I showed you previously, this statement means adding read, write, execute permission to the owner of the file. Suppose we want to give read and write permissions to the owner and read-only permission to group and others. We will use chmod space U plus or W comma GO plus or space file name. As you can see, we can do a combination of the permissions with a comma. Octal mode is another way to set permissions. You use a 3-digit number in the octal mode. The first digit is for the owner's permission, the second for the group, and the third for others. The digits are calculated by adding the values of the individual permissions. The value for read permission is 4, write is 2, and execute is 1. We can do any combinations with these values. Let's see how. Imagine you want the file owner to read and write, the group to read, write, and execute, and the others to only read. The command would be chmod space 674 space file name. Let's see why 674. 6 is in the first place. The first place is for owner permission. As I showed you previously, the value for read is 4, write is 2, and execute is 1. If you look closely, 6 is equal to 4 plus 2. That means read and write. So 6 in the first place means read, write permissions to the owner. Similarly, 7 is in the second place. Second place is for group permission. 7 is equal to 4 plus 2 plus 1. That means read, write, execute permission for group. The third position is for others. We are setting 4 in the third position. That means we are giving only read permission to others. That's it. If you want to represent the same in symbolic mode, we will write chmod U plus RW comma G plus RW X comma O plus R. If you want to view the existing permission of a file or all files in a directory, you can use ls command. If you type ls-l, it will show you permissions for all files. If you want to see permissions only for a specific file, use ls-l space file name. Mostly in day-to-day life, you'll use only some combinations of permissions like CHMOD 777, which means giving read-write-execute permission to everyone. If you want that only owner can read, write, execute, but group and others can only read and execute, you'll need to use CHMOD 755. Suppose you have a script which you want to make executable for everyone. Use CHMOD +X command. This is the most used command in CHMOD. That's it for today. Please share this video if you find it useful and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more contents like this in future. See you in the next one, and as always, stay strong.